What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 41 of the Hard Stuff with Bailey and Caleb. 41, we'll get right into it. My pick.
Yeah, your pick. What do we got today?
We haven't done it in a while. We're doing whiskey again, man.
It's due.
We're
time
doing
for one.
40 Creek Niagara whiskey. Get a little. You know what? Nice looking bottle. Looks clean. I don't usually like 40 Creek, but apparently this one is a little smoother. It's got a little more flavor. It's allegedly distilled with waters of Niagara Falls.
So is this just like a new special one? Has it been around for a while?
No, I'm pretty sure it's new. It had a new sticker beside the price tag at the liquor store, so we'll see.
That's how we pick half our bottles.
That's exactly how I pick most bottles. Aromas of vanilla, rich and bold, earthy flavor with a long, smooth finish.
Interesting.
So 40%, 750 milliliters, $26 Canadian.
That's not bad then.
That's cheap.
Yeah,
I feel like for 750 milliliters.
That lowers my anticipation for this.
I know. I think it's going to be a lot worse now because of that. Hang on. Got to get a good spot to shameless plug this one.
It doesn't smell that bad. Like, it doesn't smell rough. That's what I mean.
No?
It's a little scentless almost.
Well, hopefully that means it's smooth, like requested.
I'm waiting for the pungent aromas and the flavor.
That's good.
I disagree.
You don't like that?
It hits the tongue really nice, but then when you go to drink it, it just burns.
What? I am like the complete opposite. Like, I'm debating on like being upset because there's not enough kick in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the flavor of the initial sip.
No, I like that. I like that a lot.
So, I mean, I really like the flavor of that, but it's when I go to swallow it, it lights the throat on fire a little bit.
More for me.
Yeah, actually, well, because of the flavor of that, I think that's going to mix really well.
Yeah, I think so too, actually. Because I do get a little of the vanilla. Like, not much, but I do get a little of it.
A little bit, yeah.
I'll get a little there, senor. Oh, shit. Just kicked the whole camera. Hang on. Bear with us.
Technical difficulties.
That one's on me. Sorry, guys.
Okay, what do we got going on today?
This one looks busy, but I think it's a lot of kind of quick.
Smaller points.
Yeah. So let's get into it. We didn't have a whole lot of gaming last week, but we have a little bit this week.
That is so much better.
I don't believe you. That is good, clean, poundable rye and Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the rating?
By itself, I really liked it. I'm giving it a 9. It was smooth. It didn't quite have enough kick. Like, if it had a little more kick, that's a 10 whiskey for me. Like, that's
really?
Unreal. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Yeah, but you're like Crown, so.
Another 10 whiskey. What about you? Whiskey by itself?
6.5.
Not bad. With Coke Zero? Kicked it up for you?
Yeah, it goes up to like an 8. It doesn't compare to some of the other ones we've had on here, but it's good. Like, I still have a few from home, or from the episode, that I keep at home for drinking with mix.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I think one of my go-tos recently has been the Old Sam's.
Really? You're on that still?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, I thought you would have said Howlerhead.
Well, that too, but...
It kind of takes away from the whiskey for me. I'm giving this like a 7.5. I liked it better straight. Like, I'm not upset with this. It's good, clean, poundable drink, but the whiskey by itself slapped. It was good. Okay, let's get into it. We got 2 big games coming up soon, hopefully. Let's talk about those.
Okay.
You got Hogwarts up here?
Just that it got pushed.
Of course it got pushed. When was the last time we had a game release on time?
That's what's going on with it. It was slated. It was looking for like potentially like November, December. Hogwarts was supposed to be one of the last big releases of this year.
Yeah.
It came out, it's a little while ago now. It was one of my first points on here, but like 4 or 5 days ago. And there's no guarantee, but there's been a soft push.
Okay,
so it's a minimum December, pushing potentially well into 2023.
So we'll see it May 2023 probably?
I hope not.
Which
sucks. It was just one. It was. There's so much hype coming from it.
I know, and I've seen like the trailers and little clips from the devs, and it looks like it's almost polished already.
Yeah. I don't know why. They didn't say what caused it.
Fuck.
My guess is going to be like they're waiting to release it with like a movie they have slated.
Oh, I hope not.
It'd be Fantastic
so
Beasts
pissed.
fucking 5.
Damn it. Yeah, Johnny Depp's return.
Yeah.
Are you excited for this game, though? I didn't think it was going to be a game that would kind of get at you.
I am, as long as it's kind of what they're promising. Like this is my favorite kind of game. Like, I like the fantasy RPG kind of stuff. I grew up on Harry Potter like you did.
Mm-hmm.
I even read the books and stuff all before.
Yeah, I don't do
so,
that.
like, I'm excited for the universe, but it's the game. I think this game is going to be terrible if it's like a guided, very linear game.
This needs to be a 100% open world game.
Yeah.
And when I say 100%, I don't mean like a true 100%.
It just needs to play like The Witcher to me. Like Witcher 3.
Yes. That's a terrific comparison.
And then the downside is I hope, because it's still, like, they've even said that it's more like single player based, but I hope that they fix it so you can like co-op a little better.
Yeah.
And not like you did in Darksiders or Bloodborne, where like kind of join in, but all you are is a helper. You don't really take gear away. You don't take much away from it.
Oh, now look who
That's
fucked
fine.
the camera. I agree. I want to see it play like The Witcher, and I do want to see a co-op thing.
Yeah.
But I want it. I can't remember the last game I played, but it was like the more people you had in your party or like in your game, the harder shit got. Mm-hmm. But the better, like, whatever
like
gear
Diablo.
you got. Yes, there we go. So the better gear you got, or like the more experience you got, whatever.
Yeah.
I have no idea if this game's gonna play like that, but that's how I want it to. If
I
that's how
agree.
it comes.
Yeah. Risk to reward, kind of.
So we're getting this, right?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. I like that. That's gonna be our first write-off of this, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. I totally forgot I even put this up there. The other day, PGA 2K23 kind of got not really announced, but kind of announced.
Teased.
Yeah, teased. That's a better word for it. Did you see that?
Yeah. Well, you put it up there, and then I got excited.
Yeah. So I think we got more information on it on Friday or
Tomorrow.
something. No, we got the initial information on Friday.
Oh yeah.
And we're supposed to get more tomorrow. Yeah. All we know right now, Tiger Woods is going to be on the cover.
Yeah, it's his first return to a video game in like 9 years.
Yeah, since he fully dropped EA, he's now totally invested with 2K and their process.
Yeah.
Because he used to have EA Tiger Woods this, all that shit. What do you want to see out of this game? Because I don't just want a 2-year revamped version of the last one we just played. I want to see some new shit.
I just hope for a major graphic engine update.
Yeah.
Like, I think their engine for the game is decent. They can dial in the elements a little better. Like, they could definitely polish it up. So I don't think there's going to be any slouch to that, because it's already been
2 or 3 years by the time this comes out.
I say minimum, like, because it probably released half year early kind of thing. So, like, I hope that it comes out and it's on the equivalent of like what we expect from a new sports game. Every year people are like, oh, it's the same fucking game, but there's like those little bits, and by the time you jump into like NHL 23 and jump back and play NHL 2019, you notice it.
Yeah, I am just a little worried because of 2K has passed. Like, 2K has been doing NBA for 10, 15 years. I don't even really know.
Yeah.
Long ass time. And they always promise, like, oh, we're doing this different, we're doing this different, we're doing this different, we're doing this different. And then it's like, as soon as you get past the first 5 games in career mode, it's like, oh, it's the same fucking game, just with sweatier characters.
Fair enough.
Like, 2K seems to be really bad at that for me. So I'd like to see a couple things change in the new 2K23. Like, the multiplayer sucked in 2K21. I think. Like, there was no matchmaking. Like, yes,
No,
there was.
yeah.
But unless you had a designated friend that you're like, hey, you want to play golf? You couldn't find anybody to play golf.
I think that's also interest. Like, when it started gaining up on PC, like when we both did it on Steam there for a while, it was easier because it came on sale, everyone was playing.
Yeah.
You could do your 3-hole matchmaking and just get fucking shit on.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was like just sleepers sitting in the queues waiting to go.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I agree. I think if they can dial that in so it brings golf to what you want it to be, like to jump in with friends.
I want to see little tournaments that I can queue for, like, on the weekends. Like, I want to see that. I want to see, like...
Do they have that in basketball?
Yeah, they do. So that's why I'm hoping they bring it over. Like, they have, it's called a park mode, and, like, if you're bored, everybody just goes to the park and there's live characters everywhere.
Yeah.
And you queue up games and you do little mini tournaments and all this shit.
See, and I think this is going to be good for it just because of the timing. Like, they're going to put more effort into this game just because of how relevant golf is at the moment. You can't tell me, like, when we started this podcast, we said golf is more popular because of COVID and this and that in the last 2 years leading up to it. We're almost a year later, and it's even more popular because there's more drama.
Yeah.
The celebrities of golf have maintained their relevancy. Like, they're still a hot topic in almost everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I think, like, for me, if I was playing video games, I'm looking forward to this more than Madden 23 just dropped.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the next
Not a single
NHL.
fuck to give about either of those. Is a golf game to you worth the same $80 that the other sports games are? Or do you think this has to come at a little reduced price to get more traction?
No, I think it is, as long as it hits on what I just said. Like, the graphics have to be on par. Like, it has to be an equivalent game. Just because of, like, how they played the last golf game. I like the alternating battle passes. I like the more relevant. They sign contracts with their gear and stuff like that. So I like that. So for me personally, I will pay the $80.
But are we going to miss, like, the, oh, cool, a golf game, guys? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't think somebody that's like, oh, a golf game, that looks cool, is going to pay $80 for it.
I think that's getting more fractional, though, just because now I know 5 people this year alone that have gotten into golf, and they're like, what we did to coming back to it, it's like, oh, this was fun, and then it's like, oh, shit, I got the itch, and it's in. So it's like, golf is getting easier to everyone. It's not going to be like the number one stream game on Twitch.
No, never.
And you're not going to have all these, like, it's not your nerds game. It never will be. But this is the game that brings people, especially here, that are like, go outside and willing to play golf.
Yeah.
This is what you park in front of in the winter.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or you get to January, February, you have that itch. It's like, fuck, man, I want to golf. You're going to play a month of this game.
Yeah.
We did that 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, we did. All right. So we're getting this one too then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what's our queue? We got this. We got Hogwarts. We've got Call of Duty.
Yeah, Modern
which
Warfare
also
2, the 2.
I'm not gonna go over it yet because I haven't seen it. I just saw it before we walked in here. They released more gameplay footage, and apparently it's just awesome.
Perfect. Glad to hear that. Let's talk about it. We played it this morning. I finally tried it out. The brand new Fortnite update with Dragon Ball Z and Darth Vader at the same time.
It's not much to talk about. It's fucking awesome.
There's a lot to talk about.
It's fucking awesome.
There's a lot to talk about, and you goddamn know it. So lightsabers are back. Well,
Kind
a
of.
lightsaber is back.
Yeah.
So is that you can get max one on the map at any time, right?
As far as I know, yes.
Because Darth Vader himself has to drop it?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hate that. Now, these Dragon Ball Z power-up, I don't know, loot crates that fall from the sky.
Yeah.
Take it away. You explain it, because I fucking don't really understand. Never seen the show. Don't understand what this is.
Well, that's fair. Like, for someone that doesn't watch it, it's not as, like, hyped up. This is a one... I watched Dragon Ball when I was way too young to watch Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I never did that. I was just never into it.
And it, like, that's what I mean. It used to be that you watch 4 episodes of someone yelling, powering up,
Okay.
and then a 2-minute fight, and it's all over. But the nostalgia from it is unreal. Plus, recently, it wasn't even from Fortnite. I had gone back just on an itch. I was looking for something to watch on TV, and I watched the most recent 2 seasons of Dragon Ball Super, which is what this one's based off of. There's like 5 different levels of show. That's all.
Sure.
It's like different season styles.
Kind of like how Naruto works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, different breakouts, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's so long they've broken it up in different ways.
Okay.
So I watched it, and I was enjoyed it, finished it, and I'm like, oh, there's a movie coming out later. Like, I got up to date. And then this came out on Fortnite. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Because at least can you admit that when you went in and played, though, I was using the skin. You've seen some other stuff. You've seen the animations. Like, it played really clean. Like, it looked good.
Yeah, it does look good. Speaking on the skin, I've already seen a little complaints. Depending on what gun you're using, when you zoom in, like, for example, the skin you were using, I don't even know what the actual character's name is.
Goku, yeah.
Okay, Goku. When you're actually using that skin, did you find when you zoomed in that your head and hair took up like 60% of the left side of your screen?
No, not at all.
Okay.
But that is the valid point, because it's not even that. The hair takes up more space of your field of view just in third person.
Mm-hmm.
Like his little tuft that pops up.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, you can. It sucks.
Okay, because I've seen a couple of streams, and I think it was Tfue brought that up. He was like, "Look at this shit! You can't fucking see anything." He just went on a little rant.
Ninja did the same thing.
Okay, as long as I'm not out in left field there.
No, but my point with that is, this came out to maybe it's a bit more my generation to yours, just with older, because it is an older show.
I think it is. Like, none of the friends that I used to hang out with are like, "Oh, you want to come over and watch Dragon Ball Z?" It's like, nope. Like, none of us watched it.
That's fair, but like, it was popular like that, and now that it came out like this, they did there was a leaked whatever Twitter thing, like from a leak account, and it's like their highest selling one compared to even all the Marvel stuff in like 1 week recently.
That's very impressive.
But
I would not have guessed that, like, just looking at it.
Especially because, like, if you think about it like that, I think Fortnite is a lot more of the 10 to 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like the hype train.
Yeah.
Mom, can I have money? Like, I gotta fucking buy this.
Yeah, I need V-Bucks.
But I'm curious if it competes against the whole side of it where it's 22 through 30 that are like, this is fucking awesome. I need my credit card. Don't tell my wife, kind of thing.
Well, what did you do?
Yeah, I just bought it. No hesitation.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. How do you pronounce that word that I've got up there beside it?
I don't even want to try because I know how. I just don't want to get lit up in the fucking
So I'm gonna go with the. I learned this probably 15 years ago from
the Kamehameha.
From an old RuneScape streamer, and I called it the Kamehameha.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I know it as too.
So that is.
You have an issue with it? Light Bailey up, not me.
Yeah, do it. I fucking dare you. delete. Don't care. So that power-up's in the game. You kind of charge up your static, and then you blast a laser beam at fucking 400 mile an hour, and it takes up about the width of a bus.
Yes.
Destroying anything in its path.
Yes.
I saw that before playing it, and I thought, this game is stupid. Here comes the UFOs again. It's overpowered as shit. It's terrible. We played it this morning for, I don't know, an hour.
Yeah, and before you say what your opinion was, personally, I think we demonstrated both sides of it, the strengths and the weaknesses.
Absolutely. I personally did do that.
Well, I demonstrated the strength. You demonstrated the weaknesses.
So, yeah, I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just going to get fucking laser beamed from across the map, and it's not going to matter. I'm going to hate my life.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be correct if somebody more talented than me has it. Because I got this thing, I used it 3 times. I got a kill the first time. The second time I whiffed everything, and I ended up just cutting a forest down. And the third time I got killed while it was still charging up.
Yes.
So, it's not the end-all, be-all that I thought. I'll admit that right now.
Okay.
But it's still stupid, and I would really like to get back to, hey, maybe gunplay wins games.
Which is fair, and we talked about this yesterday. I think for anyone that doesn't know, the next leak that's come out that's coming to Fortnite is a crossover with Destiny.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this.
And I think that'll return it to a bit more gunplay.
I'm really excited for that one. There's a good chance that I actually spend some more money on this game than the Destiny one.
Like, the only one I expect to come out of that is I think you'll see the Sparrows.
Yeah.
Like the speeders.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would love to see them bring in the 3 movement powers.
I would really not love to see
the double
that.
Jump, like the Hunter double
jump.
jump.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean, but I have a hard enough time keeping up with these Adderall kids as it is. I don't need that going on. So, to end that, I take back what I said earlier. Like, just between you and I, we were talking. I said it was going to be fucking stupid. It is stupid, but not as bad as I thought.
So it's stupid, not fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
We've got our scales figured out now.
Yeah. Where do you want to go from here? That's the end of gaming, I think. Because if you don't...
Okay, this is still in the gaming end of it. So
is it? Where are we?
I'm...
Oh.
I've been on the PC a lot more, just like working. It's more work. Like, I'm just back in my chair more. Like, I'm gaming a little bit. I've been editing this show. Like, we've been both working on some tech stuff from that.
Yeah.
Like, one of my jobs is in the PC. So it's like lots of monitor time again.
Yeah.
And so rather than grinding into some Netflix or Amazon show where I kind of get distracted if I get into it or something like that, I've just been putting on streams. So, like, I've been deep dived into Twitch for the last 2 weeks now. Just watching
It's
everyone.
never good.
Well,
As
no,
soon as you're down
it's not
the
even
Twitch-
like that.
the
It's just
Twitch rabbit hole. It's just, oh, where are we going?
it's fun because it's like I've gone back and I started watching Nick again, a little bit of Ninja, like all the classics, Tim, Doc. I'm like, this is fun. And then it's the same time of like seeing what they're doing. It's like, okay, I'm bored of this. Let's try something new.
Yeah.
And then it's cool because some of the small time streamers that I used to watch have like a medium base now. And then there's still just the trash of Twitch.
Who would that be, Caleb?
I'm not gonna say Amaranth, but it might be her.
It might be Amaranth, as always.
But stuff like that. So I want your opinion on this. I'm hoping it's gonna get you a little hot.
Will it ever? I see the title you have on the notes, and I'm going to guarantee this is stupid.
So this is between Amaranth, 2 other streamers that I have on my follow list, and then like when you go through the
Don't admit that.
the just hanging out, like
Just chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at I don't know 2 a.m. because we work swing shifts.
Yeah.
It's like there's sleeping. Like that's all it is now. But legitimately, Amaranth did it like for a while. She still does it once in a while. It's like it's just a blank out fucking screen of the frame of your bed sleeping. And then one of the other girls that I watch, she's a really good Fortnite player, competition wise. She gamed. I watched it. I like was talking to you, I think, at night. We were playing games. She finished at like 10 p.m. I got up for something the next day. It was early.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna check Twitch. It's just like a habit now. And then it's like, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning. You go on there. It's like, oh, she's still online, sleeping, just out. And then there's a countdown. It's like, I'm gonna wake up at this time. And she did like, it was a full on, if you want to classify it, like 48-hour fucking stream. She didn't leave her bedroom other for the bathroom for 48 hours. Ordered in all her food, and it's like game, eat, socialize, game, sleep for 12 hours of your stream. And Amaranth and this person, they keep like between 1,000 to 4,000 viewers. Obviously higher for Amaranth. Like I want your opinion on it. I know why they're doing it. I think
you're
but
more than welcome to have my opinion, but I don't know. I don't know how the rest of our audience is going to feel about my opinion, because I think we're pretty divided with people that understand what you're talking about, and the people like me that realize that this is fucking stupid. Right? You knew this was coming, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This is fucking stupid. Like, this, I'm not going to kink shame anybody. I'm not going to be like, oh, man, like, you beat off to some weird stuff.
Yeah.
But
what percentage of like 2,000 viewers, do you think is there for that? Like, do you think it's higher or lower? Because like
what percentage of 2,000 viewers do I think is there to beat off?
Yeah.
2,000 viewers. 100%. Well, minus, I don't know, 4 people maybe? I'll say 99.5%.
See, and to be honest, like I think it's way less just because of like the consistency of viewership. I think they've just found an exploit to get ad revenue while people go to bed too and leave their streams on.
I
like
don't
leave
think
Twitch
regular
on.
people do that, man. When was the last time you went to bed and you're like, you know what? I'll just leave this fucking
All the time.
multi-million-dollar streamer on so I can support them.
Okay, it's not like that, but I do that a lot for the smaller streamers.
For the smaller streamers.
Yes.
Not for...
But it's the same concept.
For billion-dollar boobies Amaranth.
Yeah, but how many people do you know that go on Twitch to watch 3 people and never leave those channels?
Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. This is stupid, man. This is like... Whatever, voyeurism. That's what I'm going to base this on, is voyeurism. Because this is just fucked. You want to fucking watch a girl sleep? Get married. They don't sleep that nicely, man. Right?
Yeah, exactly. You just see the position in the bed, not the fucking drool coming out.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure it looks great from 10 feet away at the bottom of the bed, but wake up next to one once in a while. It's, yeah. But what are we doing? Once again, what are we doing? You think I could do this? That's the real question here. I like to think of myself as a very specific kink for some genders. Right? 6'3", 300. I'm a big dog. Little hairy. You think I could do this?
You got a niche somewhere.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I might not get 2,000 viewers, but I'll get 20, I think.
Would you be upset if you get more consistent viewers from that than your gaming?
No, you know what? I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. If I start pulling in a paycheck because I'm recording myself going to bed, dude.
That's fair. That's fair game.
That's when you know you made it. Like Amaranth, she knows she's made it.
No shit.
If I do that shit,
and that's
I
the
know
same
I've made
thing.
it.
Like we've shit talked her a few times. We've kind of given her props for figuring some stuff out, but at the base of it, she does work. I won't say less hard, for more fun than we do, and puts us to bed as far as paychecks go with her.
Oh yeah.
Like we don't have to buy a gas station yet.
Yeah, no, she takes our yearlies like quarter or monthly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm jealous to say the least.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for.
That's where I'm at. Yeah, I'm jealous, but if you do watch this, you're an idiot.
Just for you and anyone else listening, if you have a Twitch account and you like watching streamers, the next time you find yourself like shutting off your game at 2 a.m. with your buddies, just take a scroll through Twitch and just see how many fucking people are sleeping. It's just it's actually it surprised me. That's all.
Don't do that. Just don't do that. That's so disappointing that you could say that and have it mean like, oh, there's options.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I don't know.
Like there probably is. There's probably upwards of 1,000 people, and it's fucking 2 p.m. on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, man, that's terrible. Okay, where do you want to go from here? I'm done with that. That was awful.
What do we got?
I know what we got.
Okay.
We're gonna go into some sports because we don't have a whole lot, but we got enough. And I'm gonna start with the BMW Championship that was concluding today.
Okay.
Golf, for those who are wondering.
So I'm not up to date on this at all.
I'm not up to date on the tournament. I haven't been watching the PGA Tour much because I am full live golf as of right now.
Okay.
But
hot take.
Oh, hot take. I know. Yesterday, I believe, during Rory's round, somebody got a remote control golf ball on the green, like whatever they tossed it on there or whatever, however the fuck it got on there, and they were driving it around on the green. And as Rory was walking up to his approach, like getting ready to line up his putt, all this bullshit, they started trying to control it and get it in the hole, and Rory takes his putter and just kind of bonk, slaps it away.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's pretty minor. He kind of dismissed it, tried to focus up. The ball kind of immediately starts tracking back towards the hole. Rory hits it again just so it doesn't go in, picks it up, and in the pond.
Fair enough.
And he's getting destroyed on social media for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I disagree with that then.
I disagree with it too.
Like if that was me on the course, I would have just stomped it in the ground.
Yeah, people are calling him like the Scrooge of golf and Mr.
fuck
No
off.
Fun, and it's like, dude, these putts are worth $15 million.
Yeah, you're there for a professional athletic event at that point. Like, you don't fuck around with that.
Could you imagine LeBron?
The greenskeeper shouldn't have even like let that be there.
No, so he threw it in the pond, and then the guy that had the fucking ball was a little outraged, so he kind of was like, oh. And then they were like, oh, that guy's got it. He's the one that complained. Threw him out.
Good. Honestly.
Oh, man.
Like, there should be no exception for that.
Like,
it's no different than if you're
dumb.
a dickhead driving like a micro drone around.
Yeah, like if you had an RC car on an NBA court.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think's going to happen?
I agree. No, fuck that. Fuck all the trolls out there.
Thank you. I'm
not even a big Rory fan, but like,
I know, and we've been talking a lot of shit about Rory for about a month and a half. So seeing this and watching people flame him, it was like, don't just flame him because you hate him, because this was valid.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Okay, that's it. That's all I had on the golf this week.
Like, I'm not wrong here though. Like, what would you do? You would have hucked it at the guy if you seen him.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think throwing it in the pond was a courtesy.
Yeah, same thing. He didn't stomp into the green.
I didn't ask the caddy for a wedge, and I didn't blade that bitch into the stands. Right? Could have done a lot more dumb things.
I want to express what I think you would have done.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
It might lose us some viewers at your malevolence, but I expect you to put the ball in your pocket, finish your round, even like finish your game, wait for the guy to come up to you, and then just like an instant throat punch.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, if I'm putting for $15 million, I can pay for the lawsuit.
Exactly.
Right? That's kind of my thought. I don't even know if Rory was in the money. That's just
fair enough. It doesn't matter.
That's just what the purse was this weekend.
Well, I guarantee the guy doing that is like, okay, this is Rory. This is what's happening. He's kind of doing this for a reaction.
Yeah, that's a live golf guy.
Yeah.
That got to a PGA Tour event and was like, oh,
Yeah,
there's Rory.
no shit.
Fuck him. Like, that's exactly what it was.
Just reminds me of Happy Gilmore now.
That's exactly what it is.
Just fucking heckling with an RC.
Yeah. All right. Keep on sports. This is unbelievable. We don't talk much about the WNBA. We have been lately because of the whole Brittany Griner thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they just released their like all rookie teams, all WNBA teams, all defensive teams. Do you know what those are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the gist of it.
Yeah. So like your all rookie teams would be like the 5 best rookies from the West, the 5 best rookies of the East. You get an accolade for the year. All defensive, same thing. 5 best defensive from the West, 5 defensive.
Yeah, because it's like their award setup, right? Kind of.
Yes. So in the rookies, the all WNBA rookie team, a young lady by the name of Sam Thomas was named. And there's a little bit of outrage going on around that. Most folks don't think she should be on the all rookie at all, and I totally agree with them.
Okay.
And I'm going to read you her stats. So she averaged 5 minutes a game, which is not bad for a rookie. Like 5 minutes in a game is not bad for a rookie at all.
Okay.
Her averages...
What team does she play for?
Now you're going to make me seem like an asshole. Phoenix?
Question mark?
No, it's definitely... Oh, Phoenix Mercury. I just wasn't sure what the name was.
Gotcha.
So she plays for the Phoenix Mercury. She's an ex-Arizona Wildcat. And this year she averaged 0.4 points, not even half a point. 0.2 rebounds, so 1 every 5 games.
Okay.
0.3 assists, 1 every 3 games. And 0.3 steals, 1 every 3 games. And she made an all-rookie team.
So my question for this, though, is like... Because, yes, listing that off, even I know, like, a lot of those stats don't sound good.
Yeah.
But was there a lot of other people in the league that were outraged that they didn't get it over her because they had better stats?
No idea. I'll be totally honest with you. I don't give a shit about the WNBA. Like, that makes me sound bad.
But that's what I mean. You're judging it off stats, but it's like if that's...
100% I'm judging it off stats, and I'll tell you this. I'll tell you why right now. Because I just listed it off. 6'3", 300 pounds, haven't played a sport in 5 years. I'll guarantee I beat those averages in an NBA game. Not even a WNBA game. If I get 5 minutes a game in an NBA game, I beat those stats.
I think we're towing a very thin line here.
You bet. And I'm being pretty careful. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Have you noticed? I've been working on this.
I feel like you're trying to egg me on now.
Of course. But this is coming into, like, this is a whole nother problem, and I saw a lot on Twitter about it being brought up, is the pay gap between the WNBA and the NBA. And this was like a number one nailing point on it.
This is a good thing, actually, because recently, you know who Ronda Rousey is, obviously.
Of course.
She's had a clip come back. I don't know if it was more recent from the WWE or if it was back in the UFC.
I've seen the clip. This was an UFC clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she gets on and she gives a very good point to someone that came from the industry for women professional athletics, is that you get paid the money when you deserve the money from bringing in the viewership.
Yeah.
Like, it's different. If you had anyone in the WNBA that was as relevant as, like, let's say LeBron, but I mean in the exact same setting, not known for the athleticism, but it's like if you were your full-blown celebrity status, if you got 20 million Instagram followers, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And then guess what? You're good enough to go play in a professional women's sport. You can guarantee you're not going to be complaining about your pay gap because your contracts are going to be enormous. Yeah. They want all that viewership.
Yeah, of course.
That's what these people... It doesn't matter. This is my only beef with this argument from women.
You saying beef right there, I got it. You said I'm making you on, I got it. Go ahead.
From the women to the men and this whole gender pay gap thing, is it has nothing to do with how good of an athlete you are. Honestly. It's all about the viewership.
Yeah.
And you can look at it from, like, it's a bad example, but like when you compare like the NFL, if you had the women equivalent of it, it's different because you're not getting the viewership, right? It's no different than golf. I would say half of the viewership from golf comes from like watching it, but it's the celebrity status when you bring in guys like Phil and Tiger. It's remembering these names. You have
to be entertaining.
I won't deny the fact that they got the head start because of how the inequality used to be back in like the 20s, 40s, kind of all that shit.
Well, not even. I won't even go that late. I'll say 70s even. Like, women's sports in
Well,
the 70s were a fucking joke.
Well, that's what I mean. It's from where it all started to where they're like, no, you can't play.
Yeah.
And I agree. That was wrong.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's the difference now. It's like if you bring in two teams playing the same game, like two women's teams, two men's team, there's a difference in the entertainment.
Well, there's a difference in the entertainment and there's a difference in the skill gap. Like, I'm not saying these women aren't skilled because there's a lot of women in the WNBA that would destroy me.
I'm willing to say, like, I probably couldn't beat any professional female in any sport of their
I'm
game.
not going to go that far because I'm sure I could smoke a couple.
However, I don't play basketball.
However, there's a lot of women in the WNBA that are incredibly skilled women, and they definitely deserve to be there.
Yep.
And they're upset that, yes, LeBron just signed a contract for $47.5
I seen something about that.
million a year.
For how long?
2 years.
Oh, yeah.
You got like 96 for 2 years, I think. Whatever. Yes, they're upset about that, but instead of focusing on that, why can't we just be gracious that you just get to play basketball and live? Like, you don't have to have a side.
I agree, but that's the difference too, though. Is like if you were to put out a poll in the league for each individual league, like even if the WNBA had the same viewership, which we know it doesn't.
No, they operate at a loss every year.
Well, I know they got their funding and stuff like that, but if you send out your poll, it's like how many people of the millions of viewers watch games or buy merch because of the fame factor of LeBron.
Yeah.
Compared to like even if you're this lady that's complaining about not getting enough money and you send out the same poll to all your viewerships in the league, how many are there to watch you? I guarantee it's so fractional.
Yeah.
Like that's the misunderstanding between it all. Because there's a lot of people. Sorry, I just want to use the NFL as a comparison.
Good, this is exactly what I wanted out of this topic.
It's like if you look at any NFL team when you get an entry level lineman, defensive or offensive, normally offensive, you come in and you're making minimum contracts for multiple years.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You're good at your job. You're good enough to be there. You don't bring in viewership. I don't know anyone that runs around in a jersey saying like that left guard's my favorite player.
That's fair.
Like that's where it comes down to.
Quarterbacks, receivers, and running backs. You don't see anything else.
You're getting a lot more. Some awesome quarterbacks who appreciate their offensive line and they're good and they protect them. They're giving them cuts out of their bonuses or they're negotiating part of their wages to help those guys.
And I think that's awesome.
I know, but that's what I mean. It's not mandatory, and your staff is not going to pay you because you don't bring in sales.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's where the WNBA stands, and that is where the all-rookie situation in the WNBA stands.
Yeah.
Not a single person before 2 days ago knew who Sam Thomas was, or I guess it was 5 days ago now.
Yeah, and now you're using an easy media plug to try and...
Yeah, congratulations, you're all-rookie. That don't mean dick in the WNBA. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm glad I got that.
Yeah, you got me going.
You didn't think I was going to get you. You said, oh, you're egging me on, but I fucking did it.
That's because I like both sides of it, but there's just... It's almost like an intelligence line.
Okay. You got two big-name golfers down there with two big-name problems. Who do you want to do first?
What do we got going on? We got the...
Yeah, that one right there. Let's talk about it.
So, have you heard about this at all?
Kind of.
It's tougher because we're trying a new system right now where I don't have my phone to bring up my notes.
Yeah.
But Patrick Reed is going into a full-on lawsuit against the PGA.
Oh, it's against the PGA?
Yes.
I thought it was against reporters. Okay.
No. It's against... Well, kind of.
Both.
It's that with press that came from PGA events.
Okay.
Like, it's linked onto both.
Yeah.
And he's suing them all for defamation.
It's going to be a tough one.
This is funny because it's like everyone has the right to do that, and so be it. I've easily expressed it on this podcast. I'm not a big Patrick Reed fan.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this is him. He's becoming less and less of a relevant golfer. He had a hot year last year. Not much this year. He's definitely good. I can't deny him that.
Oh, yeah.
But for some reason, with this drama going on, these league switching, like we haven't seen a performance from him this year.
No, we haven't. I don't really expect we do either, to be
so
honest.
I'm curious if this is just him looking for his fucking cow to bring it home.
I think this... Has he signed with Liv yet?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think this is his final fuck you to the PGA. That's what I'd imagine, right? But the difference between defamation and you and I chatting shit on a podcast or even in an interview is saying my opinion.
No, but I'm curious if this is him, like, with all the shit that went on last year. It's just, like, all the reporters and the cheater shit, like, getting to him.
But if a reporter says, hey, I think you're a fucking cheater.
Yeah.
You can't sue him for that because he's allowed to think whatever he wants. If he goes out and publishes something and says, hey, Patrick Reed is a cheater for sure because of this, this, and this, that's a gray area. But you and I sitting here and we've said it, I don't know, how many times did he get in trouble last year? 4?
I'm not going to lie. We got a defamation email from Patrick Reed. It's getting plastered on all the social medias.
Oh, dude, I'll frame that motherfucker right there.
That is our ticket.
Right there.
Ticket to going viral.
Yeah. No
I would
problems.
Call him and thank him.
No problems at all. I'll even fucking shut the podcast down and rename it, but I'm still hanging it right there. But, like we've said, we think the guy's a fucking cheater.
Yes.
Everybody fucking thinks that. And now he's finally upset because he doesn't have the PGA Tour there to tell him, oh, Patrick, calm down.
Well, that's what I mean, and I don't know if it's a, like, upset or it's just, like I said, he's just bored and looking for money. Like, I don't know.
What was his signing with LIV? Do we know?
I'm not sure.
No? Okay. A whole bunch of contracts got released, and I totally forgot to even look at his because he's irrelevant.
Yeah, I agree. To me, at least. Like, we're talking about bringing in viewership. He doesn't bring in mine.
No, definitely not. I can't remember the last time I picked up an event and I said, ooh,
actually,
Patrick's
that's a lie.
at 10.
No, we did that both last year. We're like, we want to watch this man get caught cheating.
Well, that was after he stomped the ball into the rough.
Exactly.
That's totally different. Okay. That's it? He's suing?
That's
like first step.
Get more details to come.
Else?
That's all that's come out.
Okay.
And then it's the same thing. I just want to tack that on. It's officially been set.
Sorry, Siri. I opened up Siri.
Good one. I can't remember if it's 2023 or it might even be 2024. They have officially set a court date for the LIV lawsuit against the PGA.
Yeah, what a weak ass lawsuit that is.
Still, like, they're making progress.
I know it's going to be interesting to see where that goes. And I would love to see the PGA Tour just bathe in it, just drown.
Yeah.
God, I want that so bad. Just because of Rory.
So that is just like we got 2 lawsuits happening. That one will obviously be blown out. There will be massive lawyers to do with it, but it'll be
that'll
years.
Be billions of dollars.
Well, it'll be years before we see an outcome.
Yeah.
Their court date doesn't start for a minimum year. You're going to spend 2 years in court.
And how much is going to go on between now and the start of the court date?
Exactly.
Right? Last golfer of the day, I think. What do you got on Tiger? I think I heard a little bit about this, but I'm not totally sure on all the details.
Well, it's the thing. It's kind of a compound. We briefed on it before. It's kind of gained a lot of traction that he's back in a video game, even just like among the relevancy of golf.
Yeah.
And he's getting a lot of hype, but he's been playing like shit, and that's where I kind of want to core this into. He just hasn't had a good outing. Everyone's happy to see Tiger. The nostalgia's full blown. Like, he is in his prime celebrity status again since all his fuck ups.
Yeah, since somehow.
And I will give this man props. His personal PR game and his PR team are worth all their money in the world.
That man must be making millions of dollars. Like, the PR manager for Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Better be driving a fucking Bugatti.
So that's what I mean. Like, he does this so well, but so recently, in the last 3, it's been like a big thing. He's like cut first.
Yeah.
Doesn't make anything. But there has been an outpouring of like everyone, and it's not through official outlets. It's like social medias and interviews and stuff like that, where they're just pouring out support for Tiger. I'm just curious. I want your take on it. I want to know why you think it's happening, or if it's just like a weird coincidence. Like everything I've gone in the last 2 weeks, any professional golfer, doesn't matter which league you're playing in, if you have a history with him, they've just been like pouring out support.
I think now this is going to be an interesting little rant for me. I think it's got a lot to do with his legacy. I don't think it's got fuck all to do with what's happened in the last, when the hell was the first DUI? 8 years, 10 years?
Yeah.
Right? I don't think it's got fuck all to do with that at all. There's very few athletes in this world that you can look at and say, you were the best at your sport, undisputably. Like, you are.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. You've got, you got Mike, right? You got Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
You got Tiger. I would even go as far as to say you got Brady now.
Yeah.
Right? There's a very few amount of guys that you can't debate.
Yeah.
Tiger's one of those guys. He was the greatest of the greats for a long time. And I think...
Is LeBron in that list for you?
Nope.
Okay.
No. Definitely not. Definitely not. I think LeBron is better than Michael Jordan, but...
His legacy isn't.
His legacy is not.
Okay.
So, I think everything that's happened in the last, like I said, 10 years, I don't remember when the first DUI was or the cheating scandal. I don't remember when all that was.
Yeah, fair enough.
But since then to now, the guy has won a Masters. The guy has won a lot of big tournaments still.
Yeah.
And he's had his problems. But everybody still thinks of Tiger, I think, like 98 Tiger. Or, or 03 Tiger.
Especially when you play with them.
Right?
Like I can sit here all day and shit talk the guy, but if I ever had the chance to go play with him, like I'd be a kid in a candy store freaking out.
If I, like, there's two options here, right? The totally hypothetical situation, obviously. If I got the opportunity to go me in a PGA Tour event, I get 3 days, I get to see if I can make the cut, terrific. Or if I get to bring myself and two of my best buddies to go play a round with Tiger at, I don't know, Augusta or St. Andrews or wherever. I'm taking that every time.
Yeah.
Because of Tiger's legacy.
Well, okay, that's what I'm curious.
I think the legacy outweighs the car accident, the cheating scandal,
correct me if I'm wrong, but we can say this. We've been heavy-handed towards Tiger just from like a third party looking in. Like, it's what we do. Like, we're here to judge people.
No shit. Is it ever?
But I guarantee it if it happened. I'm not wasting the opportunity. If we ever had a chance for him to come on the podcast, it'd be like, this is the best fucking golfer to ever live.
That's an open invitation, by the way.
But that's what I mean. The narrative changes. Like,
of course
we're like that in the game, but it's the same thing. To the core, to our golf core, we're fanboys.
I agree, but I'd like to think, like, this is... I'm going to get lit up for this one. I'd like to think that if we had Tiger sitting here, I'd be able to say, well, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Right?
I agree with that.
Because, yes, he is the GOAT. He is Tiger.
Yep.
But, what the fuck, man?
No, I do agree with that.
And it seems like every 3 or 4 years now, it's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. Or this repeating DUIs, whatever.
Right,
yes.
Right?
No, I agree with you on that.
But, as, like, you have it up here, why is the support there? I think it's 90% legacy-based.
Fair enough. I was just more curious in the relevancy of it, though. It just kind of popped out of nowhere to me.
Well, the relevancy is he's the only fucking decent player on the PGA Tour left. I don't care if he sucks ass right now. Who you got? Him and Rory? Sweet.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Carry on. I'm done.
Okay.
That was my rant. Do you want to talk about that top one today? I don't know anything about that.
It's quick, yeah, actually.
Okay. Hit it.
So it's in sports. Mike Tyson, everyone knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Bite your ear off. He apparently he had a big deal with Hulu coming out with like an autobiography documentary kind of thing.
Oh, okay, that'd be cool.
And
canceled?
Yeah, well, no, they tried to fuck him on it.
Ooh.
And I don't know how much fact this is to it. There's very little paper trail.
Yeah.
Dana White came out as a friend to him and got into what was going on. So what happened is apparently Hulu was kind of trying to control the narrative, like what you do as a producer, honestly.
Yeah, you're not there to make a real documentary, you're there to get views.
Exactly. So they were doing that and they were twisting it a little bit, and from the start of it, Mike was getting upset about it.
As you would. Yeah.
And then I don't know when this started or when they signed contracts, but Mike Tyson's been a very relevant name for at least the last 1 year. Like, his status has come back quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Ever since the Holyfield got announced. Holyfield fight got announced.
But that's what I mean. From that to his punching someone on a plane to... He's just a topic. You don't expect stability from him.
Even we've talked about him a couple times on the show in the 9 months we've been in here.
But he's a guy that gets views. That's what this is coming down to. And apparently there's no figures released, but his contract was just shit for this. They were controlling the narrative. They were scripting some of it.
Ooh.
And then his payment was like ass.
Yeah.
And then Dana White got involved, giving support for him. I don't know if he gave him the contract or not to like look it over.
Yeah.
But he came out firing, public press interviews, everything to support him.
I love that.
And then, so from this, at the moment, it's indefinitely postponed. That's not the quote, but it's like it's not canceled. But
It's just pushed until further notice.
exactly.
Yeah.
So from this outcrying, they came in, and Mike's come out and said, like, they've canceled. I don't know if he has rights to shop it around or if they're negotiating or what, but the project is frozen because, like, he was, as far as I know, I don't know for sure, he was
fucked.
getting fucked.
I love that out of Dana White. Like, if this is true. Because we really don't know.
Well, I've seen the press, so he at least went to support his friend.
Like Dana did?
Yes.
Okay. Because I haven't seen any of that. Like, I've kind of been out of that. But I love that from Dana just because of what's been happening between him and Jake Paul for the last 2 years. Right? Like, he's always, like, Jake Paul's always like, oh, Dana doesn't pay anybody. Like, Dana doesn't give a fuck about anybody.
It ties into what we said about Ronda, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dana's supporting, like, I don't even know if they're old friends or if they're just, like, mutual colleagues, right? Like,
Yeah.
I've got no idea if the personal relationship is there. But seeing him support an old guy like Mike Tyson, obviously trying to do the right thing, getting him paid, speaks a lot to Dana White's name, and I love that for him, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
That's what I mean. This came out, and I put it up there because I liked what happened.
yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. I would really actually like to see a Tyson documentary.
Yeah.
Just, like, what hasn't the guy done, right?
Exactly.
Like, fucking world boxing champion. He's gone to prison.
The highs and the lows,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's gone to prison. Like, he's done fucking everything.
Yeah.
I would watch the fuck out of that. And I really hope that Hulu just is like, we don't want it. And I really hope, like, somebody that I could trust
Yeah.
gets the Tyson contract. Like, I would love to see Netflix do this.
Yeah.
I think Netflix, like, as shitty
A little
as
more,
Netflix
anyone
is,
that's willing to go true to the story.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of gripes with Netflix, but I'd love to see them pick up the story because I think they tell a real story.
Mm-hmm.
I think Amazon's getting there a lot too. Like, they're doing good documentaries lately.
Yeah.
But, like, Hulu, whatever. Crave, whatever.
Yeah, they're
Like,
spending their money to try and gain views. It's not to tell the story.
Yeah.
And then views come after.
Yeah, and I think with Netflix and Amazon, they have a big enough following that they're just like, we'll spend the money because the views will come.
No, fair enough.
So I like that. I'm excited. If this ever becomes a thing, I will for sure watch it.
Okay.
Like, that's a big thing, I think, come from me.
That is. Like, you admitting you're going to sit down and watch a TV show is
Yeah.
huge.
No, it better be a movie. I can't do a TV show, man.
Doubt it.
Okay, where do we got?
It's all your points left now.
I think we only got 2 left.
You got this one and you got this one.
Oh, we got one more, 4 up from the bottom. One more up. There you go.
We'll
that's
leave that
yours.
one.
We'll leave that one?
That'll
Okay.
get a little big.
So let's do... I gotta take my hat off. As comfortable as these unparalleled apparel hats are, I'm sweating like a whore. So let's go a little TikTok drama. You want to do that first?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know who Young Gravy is?
No, I do not.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay. You know who Addison Rae is?
Yes.
Okay. Young Gravy is 26 years old. He is an up-and-coming rapper, song artist.
Kind of figure from the name, but
Yeah. He's actually pretty good.
okay.
Like, I won't lie. I enjoy his stuff. I like to say I got in a little bit before he was mainstream,
Yeah.
right? Like, his old stuff, I think, slapped, and now he's kind of more of like a family man rapper.
Okay.
But I enjoy him. And he's in some hot water with famous TikTok star's father, Monty Lopez. Have you seen
really?
these yet?
No.
So Addison Rae's dad has challenged Young Gravy to a boxing match, like an official celebrity
Yeah.
boxing match. I think 2 or 3 times now. Like, he's officially posted his TikToks
Yeah.
about, oh, Young Gravy won't take my boxing match. Oh, I want to box Young Gravy. Whatever. He's like a 40.
I already hate this topic.
He's like a 47-year-old man, I think, and he's trying to box a 26-year-old man.
Yes. Okay, no. So why though?
Okay.
What is the cause
Thank
of
you.
this?
Thank you. Last year, I believe, around this time, Monty Lopez, so Addison Rae's dad, got kind of caught up in a cheating scandal with another TikTok or Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
One of the horror girls.
Influencer. Yeah.
Got caught up in a little cheating scandal. She says that he said, "Oh, I'll leave my wife, and we're gonna have a lovely life together," and blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. Addison Rae's mom, Sherry, I believe is the name. Could be wrong. It's irrelevant. Caught wind of this and was like, oh, well, if you're cheating on me, why don't we get a divorce? Because that's ridiculous. Why wouldn't you? And they kind of put the whole brakes on that. They're not really getting a divorce, but they're working everything through and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And this is where Young Gravy comes in. So if you don't know Young Gravy, he's kind of like... he's the MILF hunter. I mean...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you are a good-looking 40 to 50-year-old woman, he is on it. Like, he would enjoy you for the night. So he gets in it, and allegedly she DM'd him because he had, like, this MILF TikTok competition going on. So allegedly she DM'd him, and they were kind of chatting back and forth and flirty and whatever. But apparently nothing happened, which is fair.
Yeah.
Whatever. Married woman still. And then Monty got word of this and posted a TikTok. And I'll show you after the episode. But it's basically him just kind of big flexing. He's got his traps up. Just big flexing. And the caption is, when Young Gravy doesn't accept the boxing match.
Jesus.
That's it. That's all the caption
But this is where I want to jump in right now. Like, I hate this because it's not that the man gives a fuck at all. This is for viewership. Like, this is all the relevancy. When you go on and make this a public media thing about fucking boxing in particular after what's happened in the last 2 years,
yeah,
you don't actually care about fucking any of it. You just want to make some money.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the best thing is, there's two things, actually. So Young Gravy has been on Dave Portnoy's podcast recently.
Yeah.
BFFs, I think it's called. And they even brought it up. They're like, oh, so what's going on with the whole Monty Lopez thing? Like, are you going to box him? He's like, no, I'm not boxing a fucking 48-year-old man.
Yeah.
First of all. And he's like, if he feels stupid enough to do something next time,
who do you have?
Yeah.
It's like you got a young guy, because that is young compared to that.
Well,
and then you got like old man strength.
Well, and he's lanky as fuck, though. Young Gravy. He's like 6'5", and his reach is like 78 inches or something.
Okay.
So I got Young Gravy for sure. But even Gravy has said, what is he going to do? Like, if I see him in real life, what's he going to do?
Yeah.
Going to cause a lawsuit for himself? Congratulations. You're an idiot. So everybody's kind of like, oh, Gravy's a man because, number one, he duped Monty, and he's going to fuck his wife when this is done. I thought you'd be all over this, to be honest, with the whole like TikTok star and
this causes like more issues for me that I don't even want to hit on because we're like,
yeah, we got to put an end to this. And
that's
go to work.
what I mean. Like, we're gonna dive back into this eventually because this isn't a topic
more
for that.
More stuff is coming out every week about this.
But that's what I mean. It's not like about these two individually. It's about like what you're
celebrity boxing.
Exactly. It's like what you're trying to get out of it. It's not even that. It's the social aspect of it. You're gonna have our kids one day. It's gonna be like, you don't solve this. For one, like what you just said, it's either gonna be like, I don't give a fuck what I say, what I do, because if you touch me, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you.
Yeah, easy.
It's like, guess what? You're kind of right for the right time, but this goes back to what we both believe in back in the day. It's like you solve a lot more problems that are dealt with on the spot and don't get carried forward.
Violence fixes things.
I didn't say that.
I did. And as much as people hate to hear that, when was the last time in 1976 that somebody got sued instead of somebody getting punched in the fucking mouth?
But this is what I mean. That's my hot topic, and I'm leaving it there.
We're going to pick this back up next week.
There's so many other issues with this.
We're going to pick this back up because I'll guarantee some more shit comes out about this. And I hope to God that it's like a choose your challenger kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Because Young Gravy and Sugar Sean O'Malley are like best buds.
Jesus.
And they've kind of been throwing out like, oh, well, if he wants a boxing match, Sean will do it.
What's your last point on here?
We're going to pick that back up. Last point. Oh, this is a sad one. This is a sad one for me.
Okay.
Bugatti is finally saying goodbye to the W16 engine.
Really?
In their last edition of the Bugatti Mistral.
I don't even know which one that is.
Exactly. So that is going to be their newest car. It's going to be the last...
I was like, I know the engine well.
Yeah, it's going to be allegedly the last gas-powered vehicle that Bugatti does. Or at least hybrid or whatever.
Interesting.
So Bugatti is making... It's supposed to be about €5 million price tag, roughly.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the Bugatti Mistral with their W16 engine. And this is going to be their farewell.
It looks nice.
So far, all they have is a prototype rendering. Like, I don't even think they've really put this into production yet.
Yeah.
But this is it. They have to keep up with the times. They have to start going electric. Everybody else is doing it. They're making an electric supercar. Bugatti has to do it.
I agree. We've talked about it. Like, it's coming now. There's no fighting
This
it.
hurts me, man. This hurts me so bad.
But does it if Bugatti can maintain their pedestal?
Yes, it does.
Like, I know. I appreciate the W16 for the same thing.
I've said numerous times on this show, the V10 sounds good. The V10 is one of my favorite engines. The W16 is mean.
Yes.
You can't stack a V8 with a V8 and like not get an erection, right? Like it just sounds that clean.
No, that's fair. Like I agree with you on that, but I'm more into the what's coming than you are. Like, it's coming. There's no question about it.
I'm aware that I'm going to have to drive an electric pickup at some point in my life.
Oh,
it
sorry.
doesn't mean I have to like it.
I'm throwing this in there just as a type. Now that we're on Bugatti, in Canada, I don't know if you've heard about this. It went into effect a week ago now. There's a new luxury tax.
Of course there is. Fuck, our president's awesome.
Just as we're talking about a $5 million car.
You betcha.
You have a 20% plus or minus a couple on anything luxury over 100 grand. That includes your truck next year when it's that cost for the new one. Yeah.
Trucks, boats, RVs.
Everything. Trucks. No, not RVs.
Oh, because they're home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trucks, cars, boats, planes.
This is going to be a topic for next week.
Yeah.
Because it's going to dive a lot deeper into this. As cool as our free healthcare system is, I would rather that I just stop getting absolutely raped on all the money that I make.
That's what I mean. It's like,
first of all,
I'm gonna leave this.
Fuck.
I'm leaving it.
Fine.
We are touching on
Fine.
this next week.
The last thing I'm going to hit, because it's Bugatti related and it's going to be a massive topic next week. What color is Andrew Tate's next Bugatti?
I hate you. I want to hit fucking finish right now on this fucking recording.
What color is it? When he buys the Mistral, what color is it? His current one is like a maroon coffee color.
I'm gonna call baby blue.
I hate you. Come on, that wasn't even a real guess. Okay.
Well, if you've seen all his feminism walks going around right now.
Can't see anything right now. He's banned. That's what we're talking about next week.
Okay, so we're teed off on the subject. So I want to say, coming up next week is gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be an interesting one.
As a podcast, we're gonna be coming in. This is gonna go live, hopefully, honestly, Wednesday, maybe this week.
Wednesday or Thursday, I'd imagine.
And then we're recording this Friday. It will be the podcast,
Friday the 26th.
The last podcast that Bailey does as a non-married man.
Yeah. So
we're gonna have friends and wedding party, and like this is gonna be a lot more like our Edmonton episode. It could be a complete fucking shit show.
This is gonna be a lot of the bachelor party episodes.
Yes, and that's what we're going into. We've hit on a couple topics we're gonna bring up there. Anyone has some input about what you want to hear about or what's going to stir up a group of drunk retards?
Whoa.
I know. I did that on purpose.
For our special guest next week.
Exactly. What's going to come out of that? Like, hit us up. Because it's going to be a treat.
Yeah, Friday the 26th, we are recording.
I honestly
my
can't.
My wedding is Saturday the 27th. We're going to see how this goes.
I'm even going to. It might be sunk up afterwards. There will be a video portion to this. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. Well, even if we have to bring one camera.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I agree.
It's going to be ugly, but it's probably going to be a top 10 episode yet. Like, we got a lot of bad episodes, but we got a lot of good episodes. I'll admit it.
I agree.
And this one's going to top probably a top 5 or a top 7, I'd say.
So that's what's coming that week. So then because of the excessive drinking responsibly that's going to happen on that weekend.
Oh, of course. Yes.
I can't guarantee when episode 43 will be, but I will guarantee that when we go live with that, check the social media, that one will be attempted live streamed.
Ooh.
We're pulling the trigger on that.
We're pulling the trigger. We'll be on Twitch?
Well, Twitch or YouTube. Probably Twitch to start, but we'll see.
Probably Twitch. Okay. Wow. We're making big steps behind the scenes that I have no idea about. I like that. As always, what are we, an hour and a half in today?
No, we're only hour 4.
Oh, that's way more
We're
respectful
doing better,
than last
yeah.
week's episode. Last week went up as 2 episodes, right?
Second one's not up yet.
Okay.
So our cutout portion is like in the bank.
So last week, if you guys haven't seen it, we're working different camera angles every week until we find something that we like.
Different camera angles, new hardware, new gear.
Yeah.
We're trying everything.
We've put a lot of work into what's going on, even with this little 2-screened riffraff.
Yeah.
Last week's episode went up. Episode 40
Yep.
is up. You can watch a video now on YouTube, and if you find it on Spotify, we actually had to bring up a different Spotify channel.
Yes, actually, good point. So, for anyone that's... Well, it doesn't matter, actually, because if you're listening to this, it's only going up on the new one.
Yeah.
But we'll be plastering the socials. It's probably getting close now. The old channel will get deleted.
Oh, good call.
Just so we don't get this cross stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just because there wasn't much help in creating the new one to bring the video over, which is what we stressed for. Like, we wanted the video.
Spotify, honestly, haven't been supportive with this at all.
It's not even...
That's what it is.
It's not them as much. Their owned companies have not.
You say their owned companies like they're different entities.
Well, it's different staff and everything. Like,
I know.
Trust me. I was in the IT help and I lit them up for that. I'm like, you guys are the same fucking company. They're like,
Yeah.
well, we're not. I was
Yeah,
like,
we got a different title. But yeah, so if you, for some reason, get your link every week from Twitter and Instagram, we will now be linking the new channel and not the old.
and it's already fixed on like the link tree and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Good call. As opposed to that, we got a golf vlog planned.
Yep.
So we're not sure if we should put that on the Hard Stuff podcast channel.
Yep. Same thing, because we've got that planned and we've said, I'm kind of curious. We might try this over like a live stream. We're going to, if anyone has something new that's fun coming out that like you want to see like a review video of too,
Ooh, I like that.
we're gonna
I
throw
like
that up.
idea.
The thing is, like, if that comes out on the hard stuff, we'll be drinking. We more or less want to see, we're expanding what we're doing. Do you want to see it more on this avenue or a second one?
Yeah, should we leave the podcast as the podcast,
Yeah.
or should we lump up and we'll kind of double up videos on YouTube if we have to, or blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
So as of right now, I think we're leaning towards keeping it similar but different channels. It'll
Yeah.
be like the Hard Stuff podcast versus the Hard Stuff Life.
Crew, yeah,
Or
whatever.
whatever.
Exactly.
But if you guys just want to follow one channel, you got to let us know.
Yep.
Because I understand, like, I'm stingy on YouTube. I don't subscribe very often. Like, I know it's like Tim the Tatman, more Tim the Tatman, Tim the Tatman 2, or Tim the Tatman vlogs, and it's like, nope, I'm following Tim the Tatman. Whatever happens, happens.
No, I agree with that.
Like, I'm bad for that. Now that I'm coming into the content creation, it's like, I see why they do it.
Exactly.
Fair play, fair play.
You don't want to bog down a channel, but depends on your viewership.
Yeah, if you guys are into it, and if you want to even see stuff like that, like, you guys could say, you know what, that's stupid, that's not why I'm here. Tell us.
Yep.
Fuck it.
Yeah, don't
Whatever.
hesitate,
You're not
honestly.
going to hurt our feelings. We get drunk on Thursdays for this show. You're not going to fucking hurt our feelings. If you hate it, great. If you love it, let us know. Great. Other than that, I think we're doing okay. I like this camera angle so far. We've been watching it for an hour now.
Yeah.
We'll have to get a nice little... Oh, wrong side. We'll have to get a nice little kind of border going around both of us.
We'll do something, or the same thing, like I said. Actually, let us know.
Yeah,
This is
let us know last week versus this week.
that, but I want to know too, when we do the stream episode, it's going to compare a lot to if we like the live format compared to the static. Because, like, just being open with everyone, like, it changes what goes on with the editing.
Yeah.
It changes the dynamic of the show. Because
It probably puts in double the work for you, to be honest.
Well, it depends. We've got our cameras figured out now, so the color grading is changed.
We look a lot better.
I have to fix this.
That gap there?
Yeah. And
look how well I tape mine up. These are quality. I want you to know.
But it's the same thing. Like, we have more soundproofing coming to the studio. We're putting in effort. Like, the quality is going to keep improving. So we're looking finally for, honestly, more feedback.
Yeah.
Because we're making changes, and you're going to see an increase in content.
Yeah. Content's going to increase. Production quality is going to increase. Caleb's workload is going to increase.
Shit.
But realistically, that's why we're here. We're here for fun.
Exactly.
We've been here for fun for a year. We've probably sunk whatever amount of dollars into this show.
So let's triple it. Why not?
Why not? Fuck it. As always, we appreciate everybody hanging out. Check Twitter. Check Instagram. New Spotify if you can find it. You'll know which one's the new one.
Yep.
I think the old one stopped at episode 36. Or, nope, 37.
Something like that, yeah.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter. Like a week from now, honestly, it's going to be deleted.
By the time this goes live, you think?
Yeah, actually, we can say that.
Okay. But if you hear this episode, the old channel's dead.
Yep.
Okay. So there we go. Thursday, I'm going to call it right now, the 25th.
And I'm going to say this. For anyone that we get into new add-ons to the Discord server within the next 2 weeks, you're going to get some perks for it.
Ooh.
So if you're in from...
I forgot about the Discord, to be honest. I haven't been on Discord in months just because I haven't been playing games.
I've been thinking about it, because if you're into it before we start live streaming on Twitch, because I know that's going to blow it up more,
I hope so.
you're going to have some perks to it. So if you jump into the Discord where everything else is also available, there you go. Go for it.
I like that. So we're in now, hey?
Yeah.
Fuck, I like that. Last thing, I'm just gonna throw it in at the end.
Actually, I'm gonna up this even.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
For anyone that gets into the Discord in the next 2 weeks, so check Twitter and Instagram. I'll make sure you can find it.
Yeah, we'll link it.
For whatever our first giveaway is, when it comes to it, you get an extra input for it. If you're one of the original OG Discords.
What do you want to... Oh, we're going to do a giveaway. What do you want to do?
We'll figure that out.
Chances are high right now because we only got, 400, 500 views a week?
Yeah.
Chances are high for a good win.
So for any extra entries, we're going to be pushing it through the Discord.
I should probably learn how to tattoo in case somebody wants my signature done. Tough call.
There we go. That's what's coming.
All right. Wow, what the fuck did I have to say now? Hey, she's gone. She is gone. That's all right.
He's too excited now.
You kicked my camera a couple times now, so we'll put an end to that.
Yeah.
As always, we appreciate everybody hanging out. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I've seen you in the gym a couple times. Sorry, time out. Seen you in the gym a couple times with the unparalleled apparel hat.
You bet.
No sweat stains yet?
None.
I told you, man.
It actually impresses me. The thing I have to say, because I'll be honest.
No, you can't, because we're not getting paid yet.
The only thing that's a downside to it is I have long ass hair coming in right now, and it's like the too poofy spot.
Yeah, me too. I'll get it I'll get a good build up like right in the crown of just hair.
Yeah.
And then I take the hair off and I look like fucking Elvis.
Mine's just like I'm pulling the hat down. Yeah. It's just like my hair's there.
Yeah. I think that's more of our problems than theirs, but
no, great product. It sticks to what Bailey said. I've had it 3 or 4 times now at the gym. No sweat stains, and that's why I did it. I was like, fuck, I'm running out the door. I need a hat. Let's see how this does.
Yeah.
Doing great so far.
I figured out the Google because I fucking slaughtered it last week. Absolutely slaughtered it. You can Google it either way. You can go unparalleled apparel and it'll come up, or you go unparalleled clothing company and it'll come up. So
okay,
I was right both ways, but I fucking slaughtered it.
There you go. And if anyone buys an order, if there's anything that says like special instructions or something like that, just drop a hard stuff in there.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that. In order comments.
Mm-hmm.
The hard stuff sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Jared will hook us up with a discount code.
There you go.
Okay, I'm going to send him this episode. We'll see how it goes. I think we kept it pretty clean. This is probably business friendly.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. There we go. Now I'm good.
There you go.
As always, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify.
Yep.
Discord.
Yes.
Hit the Discord. Because the weather's going to start getting cold in probably 3 weeks here.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Discord and we're going to be playing video games a lot.
That's what I mean. We're transitioning. Summer's done. We've had our fun. His wedding's going to be done in a couple weeks, like everything.
Yeah, I'll finally have some fucking free time.
So it's just like we're putting more effort in here. You guys can see we've claimed it. We've increased it. And
I think we've been talking about videos since like episode 9.
Well, I know, but after
we're finally here.
Yeah. And it's going to get better. We're pursuing other avenues. It's going.
I think even if the crowd hates this angle, I'm in for this angle. Like the 2-piece here. Like, I think the hair looks good, right? I got to get a better pump on, but I think this is the angle for me.
Fair enough.
Okay, we're good with
that.
Like
I said, office dumbbells, right off.
Office dumbbells for sure.
There you go.
There we go, guys. We appreciate you hanging out. Send it to a friend. Send it to your mom. Our moms watch it.
Yep.
It's incredible. But They're here every week, as should you be.
Exactly.
And we'll see you later.
Until next time.